Next activity is about grammar. So on page 89 from language section, we have the new topic, the colon. Okay? Do you remember how do we use the colon? Last class we studied how to use the comma, right? So the colon has its specific rules too. So I'm reading with you. Please read with me at home. The colon is commonly used to introduce a list of items. If we use a colon, there should be a complete sentence before it and a list after it. It is incorrect to use a colon if there is a fragment before it. Example: we will need a variety of items: paint, paintbrushes, and a canvas. We do not need to use a colon if the list is a part of the sentence. We will need a variety of items such as paint, paintbrushes, and a canvas. So if you notice, the difference is that here, on the first example, we don't have a word between the last word of the sentence that is introducing a list of things. So it's telling you that you will need a big number or a specific number of items, and then you have this symbol, the colon, and you start the list. Now on the second sentence, we use some other words to connect the idea. In this example is such as a paint, paintbrushes, and a canvas. So we don't need a colon there. Read the sentences. Rewrite the ones that need a colon. If the sentence does not need a colon, write correct on the line. Number 1. I packed a lot in my suitcase: clothes, books, and toiletries. Do you think that is missing something? If so, rewrite the sentence using a colon. If you think it's correct as it is, write correct. Number 2. Dr. Anagnos suggested we make some changes: eating healthier, exercising, and getting more sleep. Number 3. I want to learn new things such as architecture, gardening, and design. Number 4. His shop specializes in handmade crafts, painting, and sculptures. Number 5. For our history project, we will need a few materials: a poster, markers, and glue. Okay? So based on the rules, you have to decide if the sentences are correct or if they are missing a colon. And to finish this page, you have to complete the following exercise. You don't have to do it on a separate piece of paper. Please do it on your worksheets. Write 2 sentences that need a colon and 2 that do not need a colon. That's it. You don't have to trade your paper with someone. Just write 2 sentences that need a colon and 2 that do not need a colon. Okay? Now, let's go together on page 90 as the second part of the colon lesson. And let's read together. Colons are also used in a non-grammatical way. Colons are used to separate hours from minutes when we write the time, as in this example. A colon is used to express a ratio of 2 numbers, as in the examples you have here. Now, on the next exercise, you have to rewrite the numbers below as a time using numbers and a colon. Look at the example. So you have 6:15, as if someone was telling you the hour, and you have to write those numbers using a colon on this section. Okay? And last but not least, you have to look at the pictures and write a radio to compare the number of items listed. Girls to boys. Remember the example you had here. There are 2 girls and 3 boys in our class. So you have the radio 2, colon 3. So based on that example, you are going to answer this. Ready? I'm pretty sure you can do it perfectly.